I waved to Emily in the hallway and she reported me for harassment. About 30 minutes after waving to Emily in the hallway, I found myself sitting in the principal's office with Emily in the seat beside me, tears in her eyes and hands shaking dramatically. Her mom stood behind her with a hand on her shoulder in comfort. I had no idea what was going on or why my friend decided to report me to the principal. We were just fine last weekend at Jules's party. Jade, the principal said to me, getting my attention. Emily said you've been following her and watching her. She said you've turned into a stalker. My jaw dropped in surprise. I waved at her. I protested. Once in the hallway today. I didn't do anything other than that. The principal frowned at me. She said this has been going on for weeks, he said sternly. I glanced at Emily in shock. We've been friends since grade school and we never had a problem before. I didn't understand why she was doing this. What's going on? I asked quietly. I haven't done anything to you and you know it. So what happened? Emily scoffed and wiped the fake tears off her face. You know what you did, she snarled. Stop pretending differently. The principal pulled out a folder and slid it across the surface of the desk. Emily gave proof, he said in a hard tone. Pictures of text messages between you two. I glanced at the pictures and immediately paled. There were texts of me telling Emily that I see her and she can't ignore me forever, and I know where she lives and I'm coming for her. These aren't mine, I protested weakly. Then why is that your phone number? The principal demanded. I couldn't answer the question. I shrugged helplessly. I don't know, I said quietly. Someone had to fake that. The principal shook his head. Emily also has witness accounts from 3 of her friends, Jess, Cammie, and Izzy. He continued. They used to be my friends too, but suddenly they switched sides? What was going on? I was so confused and the confusion was evident on my face. Emily's mom cleared her throat calmly. We want to file a restraining order, she announced. My throat went dry and I gasped for breath as I stared at her. I glanced at Emily and noticed how she wasn't acting anymore. The tears were real and the shaking was getting worse. Something seriously spooked her. Emily, I whispered, tell me what's going on. What happened to cause this sudden change? Her face softened for a moment and I thought she was going to explain the truth to me, but then her mom tightened her grip on Emily's shoulder and her expression hardened again. She glared at me and shook her head. I want her expelled, she snapped, glancing at the principal. He sighed. For the time being, I'm going to suspend you for 3 days while an investigation takes place. We're going to get to the bottom of this. My heart began racing in my chest. My parents were going to kill me for getting suspended, but I still didn't understand why I was being punished. What for? I didn't do anything wrong, but I was failing at proving my innocence. After the principal dismissed us, I decided to figure out the truth. Izzy was the one who was most likely to spill the beans first, so I went searching for her, finding her by her locker. Izzy, I called. She froze, back rigid as she slowly turned to face me, guilt written all over her face. What is going on? I demanded. Why did you become a witness that I've been stalking Emily? You know that isn't true. Izzy hesitated before sighing. You honestly don't remember what happened at the party last weekend? She asked curiously. I frowned, trying to think. No, what happened? You were found in the basement with Emily's boyfriend, she said. There's a video of you laughing with him and touching him, so it went around that you were sleeping with him. The blood drained from my face. Who made this video? I asked hoarsely. Izzy hesitated again before replying. Jess. Jess had a crush on Emily's boyfriend for the longest time. Of course, she wanted to break them up by turning the blame on me. I thanked Izzy and stormed off, trying to find Jess. I cornered her in the bathroom and stole her phone from her after a small fight where I slammed her on the floor and held her there. She yelled at me, but I managed to find the video and pressed play. There was more to the video than filming me in the basement of the party with Emily's boyfriend. It was the proof I needed that I was innocent. Jess confessed everything on video. I released her and headed back to the principal's office with the video, letting him watch it. The principal questioned Jess, and she immediately caved. My suspension was reversed, and by the end of the week, the whole school knew the truth about what happened. I was at my locker one day when Emily came up to me with a peace offering in the form of a coffee, my favorite drink. Can you forgive me? She asked quietly. I shouldn't have believed Jess without talking to you first. No, you shouldn't have, I agreed, taking a sip of coffee. Then I sighed. I forgive you, but we aren't friends and never will be again. Then I strolled away from her.